find out the dad pack are here to prove a point. We three kings just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. This show is thunder. Subscribe and tune in, and you're laughing to the very end. Don't turn your back on the dad pack. Don't turn your back on the dad pack.
Put the kids to bed. The dads are home. We are the DWO podcast, representing the dad world order, where the jokes are bad, the advice is questionable, but the love is all real. I am the pretty face papa, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin, and with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We've got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
I don't know if you hear me, baby.
Yeah, 10-4, good buddy. And he is the perpetual mid-carter and the two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Cephas.
Cowabunga, indeed. We're on day 1357 of the world record-setting streak. I'm rocking an Eddie Guerrero shirt and a shrunken head charm on that necklace. Big Rig, tell him why.
Well, I'll tell you why, and that is because tonight on the Dead World Order podcast, we have the sorceress of shrunken heads, the embodiment of evil, the Queen of Horrorcore, Razakel. How the heck are you?
Sheesh. I'm good. I feel like I should have a little pose like you guys, like something.
Do whatever you want. I love you. So please.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Yo, can I say that intro song is fucking sick? Y'all's little intro, that shit's so dope.
That's this guy.
That's Toy Box.
This guy. That's his man.
Fuck yeah, it's great.
Which we've played together before in the past. Which, might as well let's break the ice and let's slightly embarrass my kiddo real quick and let's show some old school pictures here. This is how long we go back. For those who follow the show and know my daughter Maya, who is 11 now, that's a long time ago. That's I remember me and Raz there. That's yeah, we look completely different.
Babies, bro.
Yes, definite babies for sure. I also want to bring up too. We have a matching, which was like the coolest thing ever. I remember being like, "Oh shit."
Can you pull up the one of you and her again, please?
Yes, absolutely. Hold on.
Okay, so I know you have a flat bill hat on your head.
Yes.
But when I first looked at it, I thought you were wearing a bandana and your head was just like you had a normal, like, alien head.
I thought it was like a Scully. I thought it was like a little Scully, like, rolled up at the top.
Slipknot hat. It's just oddly filled.
But it, like, at first glance, I was like, damn, see if your head is fucking enormous.
And can we say it's weird to see you not in a wrestling t-shirt?
It is weird to see me not in a wrestling t-shirt. That's been a minute. You know what I mean? I think it was
actually, hold on, we got confirmation. Your head is huge.
Hey. Yeah.
Sing.
I can't help it. I was born that way. Yeah. But yeah, that was back in the day. And you already had quite a few years under your belt then. Raz, how long have you been doing music? This now?
Well, I mean, I guess music's always been there. You know, I'm a pastor's kid, so like being in choir and all that shit, you know, music was always there. But I guess like professionally, like taking it seriously was probably like 2006. So it's been a minute.
Okay.
Damn, almost 20 years. Wow.
Yeah, for real.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I've been around longer than like your kids, bro. That's crazy.
But I need to know.
Say you and my wife actually have history before I met my wife.
Yup.
She was, I guess Raz was dating someone back in the day, and Krista had a screen name that looked like she might be interested in Raz's man or something, and they had some kind of argument, and then instead of the argument becoming something negative, it became a friendship that has literally lasted 20 years at this point. So I mean,
Yep.
That's wild.
yeah,
Wow.
It was one of the first things that Krista wanted to take me to when we were first dating. She was like, "You need to go see my girl Raz. You need to go check her out." I was like, "Cool."
Yes.
I went, and I was just like, "This is some crazy shit." Like, I really enjoyed it, man. And then we ended up booking you years later here in Hamilton, which I really wanted to book you for your tour that you're coming up right now, but I'm just so fucking busy. I don't know.
Oh, I understand. I know how it is. Booking's a whole different game. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you can at least come to I think we're going to be in Columbus. So hopefully you guys can come out.
That's the plan. Krista and I want to bring the kids up, and Lincoln's never seen you perform at all. Maya hasn't seen you since she was a little kid, and
right.
Maya was obsessed with you for forever. She used to.
Aw.
It's gotta be cool,
Am I the only one not hearing?
Yeah, he's cutting out just a little bit.
Okay.
Cutting out. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're
There you
good
go.
now.
There
I
you
could
go.
not hear a word you were saying.
That whole spiel you did, just repeat everything you just said.
Wow, I don't even know what the fuck I said. I've been drinking.
Yeah. Look, hey, Krista's here. Audio went weird.
Hi, Krista.
Oh shit. Fucking audio. God damn it.
Can one of you guys possibly send me the link so I could share it on Facebook and all that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I literally did. It's in your messenger.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you can share it on there. But while we get in there, there's Krista in the comments. Maya would ask to send videos to us. While you're sending that out, we can embarrass my daughter just a little bit more. She's gonna kill me for this one, but she already knows I'm doing this. I want to show you a video of Maya. This is back when she was in diapers. Okay, so this goes to show you how long ago she's been your fan. This was one of the videos that she asked to send to you.
No. No. The tooth fairy eats teeth.
Tooth fairies eat teeth.
Yes. I want to send this to Razakel.
You want to send this to Razakel?
Yeah. And Lincoln's my little brother, and tooth fairies have little brothers. When one has one, a prince comes and wake them up.
What?
Oh my god!
I wasn't
listened
aware
to
that
that
tooth fairies
all
have
day
brothers.
Yeah,
That's right.
they eat teeth. Too.
I love the I want to send this to Razakel.
I know, very incognito. I love it. I got it.
It's fantastic.
So
She has to like remake that video now that she's a little bit older, like the same way.
That would be fantastic. I keep trying to like talk her into doing more like videos and nonsense, but she's very shy in a way. She's also not.
Right.
It's weird. I don't know. She's the same thing like me. She's got to wait till she's ready. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel that.
So let's talk a little bit about your album, Raz. I gotta tell you, as somebody who's listened to all your shit, this more than ever seems like for lack of a better term, you feel like you have graduated high school. This is more than a senior album. This is really, 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 really good. I like every song on it. You have a whole vibe to the album. How long did this album take you? How long have you been working on Surprise Sacrifice?
Man, I think like there were a few songs that I've had in the chamber for probably like 3 years, like
Wow.
Bad Things, maybe like God's Still Imaginary. There's like maybe like 3 or 4 tracks that I've had done for probably, like I said, like 3 to 4 years. And then when I started like kind of tightening like the concept and putting everything together, it's kind of when I put a rush on it. So excluding those songs, it probably took like maybe like a good 2 years. But then like, I was also working on other music. So it was like kind of picking like what's album worthy also, so it was a really weird, it was just a really weird way of doing it. It was very different than like the other albums that I had put together, so it took a minute. It probably took me longer because like I could shit out an album in like a couple weeks if I really wanted to, I really took my time with this one.
It shows, man. Like I said, when I was texting the wife, I was like, it's like I said, I think the term I used was graduated. I literally, dude, there's an extra level to your stuff now. Do you think that was just the selecting of the songs, or do you just think you not tried harder, but do you think you're more refined? What do you think it is that's made you get better as you grow?
I think it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like the first album came out in 2006, and then since then I've kind of just been going like an album a year or collab albums or mixtapes or anything to keep going to like be better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's been a wild process. Like I knew like when the 20th album came out, I had to treat it like it's not my last album, but I was treating it like it would be my last album ever. Like I wanted to say everything.
Milestone.
Yeah, I wanted to say everything I wanted to say. I wanted to, you know, kind of just flex a little bit. You know what I mean? I've gotten better. I've grown.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I've only heard the title track, but I mean, even that it just sounds very polished. I mean, it sounds like a not that comparing you to that, but I mean, it's almost like a Cardi B song or something like that, to where it's, you know, all that money into the production and stuff like that. If Cardi B was into killing people, eating their guts.
Thank you. And that was something that I was kind of that I wanted to make important too, was I wanted this album to be something like easy for a first time listener too. You know what I mean? Because of course I have like my fan base and people that already kind of expected what was going to come out and like, you know, the content, but I always wanted to make it like kind of like an invitation for someone that's never heard of me, or, you know, a new fan where they hear it, they're like, oh, this is actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Like, especially after you've been doing this since 2006, you know, a lot of artists would probably be like, I'm just going to put out stuff that my fans are going to like, but it's just it's a veteran move, so to speak, to be like, you know what, how can we get more people maybe to come in, and you throw out something like that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long do you think
Go ahead, Mike.
How long do you think it took you to, I mean, you've been doing it for almost 20 years. How long do you think it really took you to kind of like find your groove or find your voice? You know what I mean? Because like you hear a lot of artists, you know, their OG, their first albums and their early stuff, and it's that evolution. You know, you can see it, but you know, you can usually tell when an artist kind of hits their stride and finds their so-called voice.
Right. So this is like this is my 20th album. So I want to say like probably like maybe like the 16th or 17th album.
Really?
You know, I think like probably I have an album called Even in Death, and then Death Becomes Her. So I think that was when I really found it. And I mean, that's a long time in, you know what I'm saying? But that's when I really started feeling a little bit like comfortable, you know, with like, okay, this is how it's going to be, a lot more confident in myself. Cause you know, like when I listen to my old shit now, I'm like, fuck, like it sounds like I'm literally reading my lyrics from a notebook as I'm rapping. Right. I didn't have the swag to, you know, like feel comfortable with myself. So it took a minute, but like now it feels like it's a lot more natural, not so like uniform. You know,
you got the heart in it. It's not just reading stuff off a piece of paper. You got the heart.
Definitely. And the heart, it was always there. It was just, you know, this genre is very different, and it's hard to find a lot of people kind of sound the same, or they do the raspy thing or the whiny thing, or, you know what I mean? It just really took a while to kind of like figure out like what makes me, and like owning it, and just making it mine. So it took a minute, but like now I feel like now it's going to be a lot better starting from here, honestly.
Sure.
I really like it, man. Like I said, the Graduated is the best way to describe it, because you can tell that you're at a point where you're so with the flow that it just goes out. You don't feel like, I know what it's like to be an artist and be in the studio recording your vocals and want to do everything exactly right. Is my audio messing up again?
No, you're good. That might be her. I heard you fine.
For a second.
Hello.
Carry on. Being in the studio.
Yeah, being in the studio, you can over analyze yourself. So I know how it is to just pick it apart. But when you're able to just let it out like that, man, it really shows. And like I said, I'm excited for people to hear the album. It comes out technically everywhere on the 20th, right? It's early out on Bandcamp, and you can, if you join the Patreon, you can get it early as well, right?
Yeah, it's already out on Patreon right now. And then I dropped it on Bandcamp yesterday. And I mean, I think they pretty much, you can stream the whole thing right now on Bandcamp, even if you don't buy it, which I didn't know until yesterday. I was like, oh, well, whatever. It is what it is.
Send me a check.
I know, but it'll be out soon on the 20th. So probably like midnight, the 20th. And
Oh, yeah.
it'll be out into the world. Let's see how it goes.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, man. Like I said, we've bumped it here. We ate dinner the other night listening to most of it. And
Cool.
Maya was sitting there for a good song and a half where she was like, wait a minute, is this Razakel? I was like, yes, it is, kid. Yes, it is.
Hell yes.
So,
Sure is good.
so when did your tour start? When does your official tour? Because I know you got the poster up, but I didn't see the first date.
I believe it starts November 13th, and we're kicking off in New Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a 3-week run. We start in New Mexico, and then we'll end in Wisconsin. So we'll be all over that motherfucker. And like, I think we have it's 14 dates. And we only have like 3 days off, and those 3 days off are just going to be traveling. So it's going to be pretty fucking intense. And it's my first tour since COVID. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be,
wow, yeah.
It's, and I used to tour like regularly, like national tours, so I want to say I'm ready, but like, it's been a fucking minute. So I'm going to have to like start conditioning myself and, really learning these fucking new songs and, get ready for these long road trips and shit. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm fucking excited. It's time for sure.
I've always wondered that, like, when you go out and do tour and to do that live performance, I mean, obviously when you like perform in the studio and, you have the lyrics and everything in front of you or off the dome or however you do it. Like how, like, do you have to go back and like sit and like go through the lyrics again to prepare for tour and
for live
performances?
Yeah, so like these new songs, for example, like I'll probably rewrite them on a notebook just so like my brain can, match to the words and you know what I mean? Yep. Like relearn it because the songs are so new that it's still, I'm still processing all the new shit, Right. So I'm going to have to do that. And then it's so crazy. Like I was telling one of my hype girls the other day, I have to focus so much on these new songs to like make sure they're 100. But the more I focus on these new songs, it makes it easier for me to forget my old songs. Because I'm so fucking concentrated on the now. Like then I'll hear a song that like I've been performing like every show forever, and I'll slip up little things, and I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? But it's because I'm so concentrated on the new,
Right. I'm doing this for 15 years. What the hell?
I know it happens, dude, but it's okay. Like for the most part, like a lot of people know the older songs. So like sometimes they won't even catch on or they're singing along with it. And that kind of helps me out.
Well, that's when you can do a classic pause break and just let you're like, oh, fuck, I forget this lyric coming up. All right, I'll let the crowd sing it. There you go.
How do you know secrets already, Eric? That's what I do. If I forget, my band members like, hey, you're supposed to know this. But there's also, sometimes when you're in the studio, you'll be singing your lyrics. You'll be like, wait a minute, I want to change this. Instead of saying of, I want to say for or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And these little things you'll do in the album and you'll forget about it. And then you'll go to perform it. And you'll be like, wait a minute, how do I say this again? What do I say?
Yeah. In my case, like sometimes like I'll use like a lot of words that rhyme like in a row. And I'll switch the words around and I'm like, fuck. But I'm like, but does it really count? Because it still rhymes. It's just out of order, but it still rhymes. It's okay.
It's fine. It worked.
I think that's the ADHD brain.
For sure. For sure.
Same issues. Sometimes we've literally had moments before where we were playing big shows. And in fact, it happened. We played the Agora Ballroom in Cleveland with Twisted on New Year's Eve with Ritz. And I think there was someone else. It was a big show. It was big for us. There was like 3,000 people there. It was insane. But dude, we were super fucking, and we started playing one song, and I don't know why, but I just sang a completely separate song. we went through with it, and my guitarist in the middle of the song, he's looking at me like, "What the fuck are you?
What are you doing?
Doing, dude?" Like that. Yes, exactly. I know sometimes shit happens, It's
gotta roll with it.
So do you still have any times where you know, because you played a lot of crazy cool venues and cards like I have, do you still find time to like take it all in? Like, damn, I'm really with like you get a lot of the underground legends with you. You know what I mean? Do you still have time to be a fan of it? You know what I mean? Or do you just take it as a business when you're performing? Do you still have time to have fun?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like I like how, you know, like it makes me feel really old, but you know, being in this like genre for so long, I like to see the up and comers, you know what I mean? I like to see the new cats coming in. A lot of you know, a lot of OGs or legends in this shit. Like I remember coming up and a lot of OGs and legends were very like gatekeeping a little bit, you know what I mean? Like they didn't want a lot of people to come in the genre or like outshine you and shit like that. And I try not to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like this shit's gonna keep going whether I'm here or not, whether, you know, once the OGs are dead and gone, like this shit's gonna continue. So like I really try my best to not be that asshole, you know what I mean? Not be a gatekeeper, like kind of welcome everybody in, you know what I mean? Include people in shows and shit. So I think that's when I have fun with it. Is like when I go to shows is like, I don't want to say like I'm scouting for people, but like it's kind of dope to like be in that mindset. Like, yeah, this is dope. Like I could see this being something bigger in the genre, or I can see her getting bigger, or him being better, or shit like that. So that's the fun part of it. But then, you know, when it's time to like get ready to hit the stage, that's kind of when the game face comes on, and it's like, okay, this is business. This is how money's coming in. This is when you got to get fucking serious about it. Put the fucking beer down. Stop smoking some pot. Let's fucking gear up and fucking get on stage. So I definitely try to find a way to balance it, because if I'm so focused on it being like, you know, so serious in business, I don't want the fun to die. You know what I'm saying? So I just do my best to take it in as much as possible. And like I said, the gatekeeping thing, I really try to do my best to just not be that asshole. Cause when I was coming up, there was those assholes. And like, I think now, like being a new artist, it's like, man, you know, like it's dope that she's helping me out, or it's dope she's looking out for me. Like I would have wanted someone like me when I was coming up. So
absolutely.
I just do my best to try to be there for people for sure.
Change the culture. I mean, the person you do it for, then, you know, in hand, you know, can do it to the person behind them. You know, I mean, that's the best way to do it. Do unto others.
I mean, Raz, you were that for us in a way a lot, because, you know, we first started our band, we were just playing with like, you know, local rock groups and stuff. And one of the first big shows we played with you, you invited us to come play out at Strictly for the Wicked one year. And then very shortly after that, we booked you for, I think it was the Gore's Truly.
Tour,
which I mean,
that's fantastic.
That was just insane. Native, that guy was, I remember meeting him and enjoying him a lot. And I remember Dark Half. I saw them at a show of yours, I think in Columbus, and I remember just being like, these guys are fantastic. And you talk about gatekeeping, you're an open gater. Like you were definitely like, no, come on in, hang out. We've got drinks. You know,
I try my best.
Over here, Jimmy's cooking. He's cooking some good shit.
Before we get too far on here, I definitely want to shout out some of the people in the comments here. Paul Silva,
what's up?
Paul? What up, sis? Josh Nathan, Razakel Slays, definitely one of my rap heroes, an amazing performer. Hell yeah.
Thanks,
She
guys.
is indeed in the house.
Hi. Yumbo.
Yumbo.
Lola.
Our boy Dan Lovins. How
What's
goes
up,
it?
Hello.
You know what?
Hey, chill.
Rez can do it all. Dracy Birch. Love you, Rez.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Also, what up to our boy Timmy?
What's up, homie?
Timothy.
Can't wait for October 3rd, brother.
Hell yeah. It's got some people in there. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can I say I really like the mix of like the Spanish with the English, the rap, the kind of like I listen to like Mexican OT, and like I love the way he can, like, I can't figure out how he does it, but how he can twirl it. He can twirl his tongue while speaking. Yeah. I mean, I can twirl my tongue like, but
he says to focus.
But when you can talk and do that, like it just blows my mind, and it's so cool, and I love it. And like I'm ignorant when it comes to what Spanish I cheated my way through 2 years of Spanish. So, but even when you don't know it, it's just like the melodic and, you know, when it goes along and just the mix of that and back and forth, man, I love it. It's well done and just a nice kind of, you know, different spin on things, especially in the genre. Like, who the hell else is doing that?
Thank you. Yeah. It's definitely, it's hard. You know what I mean? Like speaking it is definitely easier, but when it's on wax, like when you're putting it into music, it's definitely harder because it's very tongue twisting. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure. And then the transition from English to Spanish and then kind of going back. I like to call it Spanglish because it just kind of goes back and forth, you know, but, it's fucking hard. Writing it's hard, you know, rapping it's hard, performing it's hard. Like it's a whole different language. There's different, like, you know, inflections and dialects and shit. So it's hard, but I like the challenge of it. And then I like the fact that like a lot of people, they're like, man, I don't even know Spanish, but that shit's dope. Yeah.
Like I listen to Bad Bunny and like, I don't know anything he's saying, but I love it.
Right. Like it just depends on like the swag and, you know, like you have to make people like kind of feel part of it, even though they don't know what the fuck you're saying. And then like for some people, then it kind of gives them like that curiosity of like, well, what is she saying? I want to find out what she's saying. And then they delve a little bit deeper. So it's kind of like a little Easter egg in a way, you know?
And then you learn a little bit of Spanish, you know?
Yeah.
Thanks to Razakel.
To learn. I'll never forget. It was sublime. Mucho gusto. Me llamo Bradley. And I was like, what does that mean? I need to know what that means. And then I learned. Me llamo Bocifas.
So was Spanish your first language or English?
It was English. Like my parents are they were born in Honduras in Central America, and then they moved to, my dad moved to the States and then later on brought my mom, and I was born in Chicago. So I'm from here, but you know, I grew up in a very like Latino household for sure.
I'm always curious to like I've met people, you know, from all over the world that, you know 2, 3, 4, 5 languages. I'm always like, if you know that many languages, like what language do you dream in?
Oh my God. I don't know. I would hope a language I know. Otherwise, my dreams would be way more confusing than they are.
Razakelian. There you go.
You ever wondered if deaf people can hear people in their dreams?
I know, or if blind people can see in their dreams for real.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
I wonder.
Not that long ago. Well, they had a blind guy on there, and they asked him how he knew when he was done wiping. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh my God. I don't have the answer.
Bro, I'm breaking my mouth. You can't do that to me.
Here's what something that I had one of these like what the fuck moments the other day, and it was with thinking about blind people, and it's like, how if they've like been blind since birth, never seen anything, they have no point of reference. Can you imagine? You probably, I mean, I don't think I can imagine when people describe things to them, what's the picture in their head? You know what I mean? Because they have zero point of reference.
Right.
None.
Yeah.
All they got is what they can feel, you know, whatever. Like, I wonder what a horse looks like to them. Is it like, you know, like, just imagine the acid trip that is going on in their head. Like, holy shit, what is this thing?
It's total.
I was watching, it was like an episode of Kill Tony a while ago. And there was a blind dude that was up there, and it kind of sucks. Like he went blind, like in the middle of his life. So like he saw everything forever and then had this like accident and now he's blind. So it's like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. like you know what everything looks like.
But does it suck? Because at least now he has an idea of what's true. What, but then it's like, then that's been like robbed from you in a way.
Yeah.
You know, so it's definitely shit to think about for sure. It's one of those moments.
I'll tell you this. I just got to say this about Kill Tony. That show kills me, and mostly it's because of the guests. I don't really give a shit about Tony personally, but the guests he has on are always good. But that show is like batting 1,000 on. If you are like kind of disabled, you're gonna be the funniest person on that show. It's crazy.
Yeah,
really.
Oh, dude, it's so many. Like, there's one
For
guy, Aaron
sure.
Belial. Like,
Aaron Belial's the
he's
best.
completely
Mhm.
mute. He
From the
speaks with like
phone?
a phone,
it from
and
his
like
phone.
it does a speaker.
Oh
And
wow.
one of the funniest fucking dudes there. It's
I've
hilarious.
actually been in his DMs trying to book him for the show,
Yeah.
but
Dude, if we can get Aaron Belial on here, I will kiss you on the mouth.
I'm
That
trying.
dude's hilarious.
Trying.
Yes, you heard it here. We got witnesses.
We've been.
Yeah, there's another guest on there. His name's Drew Nickens. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he's
Yes. Yeah.
he has like he had a head injury. I have him booked for my festival She Fest
Do you?
in October, and like
Oh.
I'm fangirling, bro. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
Drew
he's
Nickens.
great. He's great.
Once you guys are
Yeah.
homies, slide on my contact info. We'd love to have him on too.
Oh, he's so funny.
Definitely, dude. He does a lot of podcasts and shit.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
that's
I'm super excited.
I just one of these days I got to get my ass down there to Texas and go to an episode of Kill Tony. I know October 9th is the day before my birthday, and Adam Ray's in town, and me and my brother and my wife and his old lady are all going out. And
He's one of the best guests on Kill Tony ever.
I cannot fucking wait to see Adam Ray. Like, I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's my birthday or Christmas or some shit. Like, I mean, it is my birthday, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm looking forward to it.
Isn't it your birthday?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
I loved when him and Shane Gillis did Trump and Biden. That was one of my favorite
best.
episodes ever.
The best.
Yes.
Triple H was on last week.
I know.
Was he really?
I haven't seen that episode yet. Him and Carrot Top, I think.
Yes. It's Triple H and
Oh
Carrot.
God, Carrot Top's still alive.
Yes.
Dude,
Is he
he's
still
not looking
jacked?
very great.
Triple H does not like do a set by any means, but he like has some fucking perfect one-liners. And by the end of the episode, I was like, God damn, you're funny as fuck, Triple H.
He's got great comedic timing, man. We knew that from the Attitude Era.
Oh, dude, he's fucking hilarious on the episode of Kill Tony. If you haven't watched it, go ahead.
I'll have to go back and watch that. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's my shit for sure. We just got tickets, me and my girl Clemmy. We just got tickets to Kill Tony on New Year's Eve. So, and it's like at a stadium. It's not.
Are they?
like
Are they? I was
trips.
gonna say, are they doing it at the HEB Center again?
No, not the HEB Center. It's some other center. But I'm so
That's
excited.
cool.
Like I
watched the one from last year. It was a badass show.
Yeah, I think that one might have been Austin or Houston as well. But
It was outside Austin in the HEB Center.
Yeah. I went to the Killers of Kill Tony like a few months ago. But
I did too.
Yeah, cool. It was like Cam and
it was so ours was David Jolly, fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I love David Jolly. Ari Matty, Hans Kim, and Martin Phillips.
Yeah, Martin Phillips, dude. Like Martin Phillips, so like he's disabled too. He started like trying to jump rope. I'm like, bro, if I see this dude fall, I'm gonna fucking
Dude,
like, don't do that. I was like, no.
At ours, he had the little like firecracker things that you'd like throw at the ground.
Yeah,
pop.
Snap
He
pops.
had a box of those, and he would tell a joke and then take one and throw it on the ground, and it was like,
yeah, I
but
love
then
that.
like. Obviously, his hand's shaking, so he'd like just be like going to grab one, and like 4 of them would fall, and he'd be like, "Oh,
yeah, yeah."
That's great shtick, dude.
If you're not a normal Kill Tony guy, tune into the Triple H episode and give it a shot. I look forward to Tuesday mornings at work. Like it's fucking like I'm like, yeah. I get up in the morning, I fucking turn on Kill Tony.
Yeah,
like, this is how I'm starting my fucking morning. I'm gonna laugh at some nonsense. Some of them people do not deserve the booze they get, but that's a whole nother.
Right.
No,
dude, that's like a whole other game. Like I give a lot of respect to people like doing comedy because that's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a whole other game. Like I couldn't stand like the silence. You know what I mean? Like telling a joke. Yeah, like I don't think I could do it. I think if I went to a Kill Tony show, like I would probably put my name in the bucket though. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
even if I suck, like I'm here, I might as well fucking do it.
Might as well, right?
I don't care. Like he could roast me. I would love to be roasted by Kill Tony. You know what I mean? Like I would love that. But like I think comedy is a whole other like level of shit. Because I would think I could do it because like being like a public speaker in a way, but that's a whole different kind of stage fright too, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It's the difference too between being natural, funny, and conversations. Like we all are. We're all pretty good at that. But then when we're all like buckled down in a corner, like here, give me 15 jokes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. I hate that. Like, even when people are like, yo, tell us a joke, I'm like, I don't know.
Everyone tells me how fucking funny I am, but I would love to do stand-up, but I feel like I would need to figure out how to write it. If I could figure out how to write it, I think I'd be okay. But
yeah, I'm better. I feel like all of us are better at just little
storytelling,
and one-liners and storytelling. Like, which I mean, that's a lot of stand-up comedy is storytelling, but it's definitely there's an art to it. And figuring out your timing and everything like that. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to be fucking clever for sure. You got to be sharp with it.
Hey, right here. She says crack jokes all the time. You got this. Raz on Kill Tony.
That'd be awesome.
Please don't hashtag that. Stop it. Please don't do that.
Rocky saying what up.
What's up, Rocky?
Anybody that's in here, man, if you're just seeing us for the first time, make sure you're hitting like and subscribe on that stuff so you can support us. And if you're just seeing Raz for the first time, make sure you're following her on all kinds of stuff. Shrunken Head is on basically every social media that you can find it. But, you know.
And I meant to ask this since we're talking Texas and what. So you're from there. You were born in Chicago. You lived in Texas most of your life, or?
Yeah. It's always been like a mix up of like Texas and New Mexico.
Okay.
It's always been Texas and New Mexico, but this is definitely the like Texas is where I'm at, like forever.
Whereabouts in
I'm in San Antonio, Texas. So I'm like I'm like an hour away from Austin or 4 hours away from Austin if there's traffic.
Yeah. I'm just at my girlfriend lived in Austin for 14 years, so she loved it down there, but it's kind of weird. I don't know how often you go to Austin or anything, but I was wondering your take on it. Because she said it's from when she moved there to when she moved away, like the city changed so much to where, and not really in a good way. It's like very like corporatized now. Like it kind of lost a lot of like its soul and stuff like that. Have you noticed that? Is San Antonio going the same way, or are they kind of staying true to their roots?
Well, I think like comparing San Antonio to Austin is like I think San Antonio is a little bit more hood. You know what I mean? Like we're a little bit more rough.
I always called it Mexican Italy.
Yeah. Wow, I've never heard that, but I like that.
But I mean, the Riverwalk, it's got like this. I don't know,
spaghetti with taco meat on it,
bro. And the food down there, if there's an
I'll fuck with that.
Spot, like I don't care. I will eat random shit if it's Mexican food. Like,
dude,
normally I'm picky.
That's an idea. We do a fusion. We're gonna do a fusion food truck.
I'm down.
Mexican, Italian.
Raise you in. Actual abuelita though. She's gotta be in there cooking.
Abuelita. Yeah, but Austin. I think like Austin's kind of become like a new Hollywood in a weird way, especially with shit like Kill Tony. You know, like a lot of comedians are starting to move there because that's like where a lot of opportunities are. But like even before the comedy scene, the music scene was always a fucking huge thing. It's like one of the music capitals of the world, like
Austin City Limits. Yeah.
So like people always they come out to Austin like hoping for that opportunity to fucking blow up. So that's why I kind of say it's like a mini Hollywood. Right. But it's definitely changed because of that too, because a lot of people from California are starting to come to, to Texas and
you know why that is, right? It's no income tax.
Of course. And like we're about to we just opened grounds for like a Universal Studios and a Disneyland, and like shit's about to get crazy here in like probably the next like 10 years. You know, so Texas is definitely a vibe though. Like it's no lie like that we want to be like our own fucking country, because we're on some whole other shit. Like Texas loves Texas. Texas loves Texas the way Kanye loves Kanye.
If they if they become their own whole ass country, I will move to the country of Texas.
I think a lot of people would.
I feel like I get automatic citizenship with this fucking thing.
Right.
You grew up there. It was crazy, man. I hadn't been there since I was 13. Maybe 12, I think is when I left. But I hadn't been there since I was young. But we came back there in 2017 for the Royal Rumble. And I went to my old neighborhood, and it was like, I couldn't even drive when I was there before, but I was driving around like, this was that. My friend went here, I was there. I loved it, man. It was so much fun to just go back. I would like. I know my wife's family and my family live up here, but if we didn't have family, I'd be trying to talk her into San Antonio or San Marcos. San Marcos is just country enough and just far away enough from the city that I can be comfortable and have all the dogs and kitty cats I want. You know, which
for sure.
The Krista ones.
Yeah, well, Krista can have.
To be fair,
if we had a farm, she could have like 4 million cats, and I'd be okay with it because they didn't have to be in the house at that time. We could just make them a barn, give her a cat barn, then she can have 1 million cats.
The life, dude. That sounds like a great life to me.
You'd have to name it the Pussy Palace.
Oh my god!
Obviously.
I love that. Like,
what else
you know how like the guys have like the man caves or whatever.
Yeah.
The Pussy
Palace.
I'm gonna have to use that for something.
The hen den.
Fuck a she shed. That's a Pussy Palace for sure.
Right? For real. I'm gonna use that. I swear to God, I'm gonna use it.
Yes. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Technically, I guess both you, Bo, and you, Raz. So, excuse me. My 17-year-old makes music, and he's been doing it, you know, independently, you know, for the last couple years. How do you guys find inspiration to come up with like new lyrics and like not repeat stuff that you've already written or already came up with? Like how do you like what like how is the is there any way to guide him to give advice to not repeat the same shit over and over again, basically?
So real quick from my end, write about nothing. Literally, like, you know how they say write a promo about your shampoo for wrestling, you know, cut a promo on your shampoo. Do the same thing. When you're in the kitchen, you look at the toaster and write 4 fucking bars about the toaster and challenge yourself. I try to write a song at least. I don't do the song a day like I used to, but I try to write lyrics at least somewhat daily. If I'm on the potty, I'll write a line or two or something. You know what I mean? Just something. If something pops in my head, I will stop what I'm doing and I will write it down. You know what I mean? So that's what I could do to recommend him. But what about you, Raz?
I mean, I know it's cliche, but you know, like I'm a big fan of like horror movies and shit. So like I'll just put on a movie and be like, oh, I could put that in like song form or make a line about that. Another thing I do too is like when I'm watching movies or like I have conversations with people, if there's like certain like phrases or words that I don't usually have in my vocabulary, like I'll pull out my phone and I'll fucking write that down. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I've never used that before. It kind of like expands your vocabulary, you know? And then of course, like, you know, like even a fucking rhyming dictionary helps a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Like that can.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah,
there's apps, bro. Yeah, like if really? I'm ever like if I'm ever in a point where I'm like, what, I can't come up with something that like rhymes with this word, then I'll go to a rhyming dictionary and I'm like, oh, that's a word I've never used before, and then I'll look that up, you know, and then it kind of like keeps funneling itself. But I mean, it's hard to say because like people are inspired in different ways, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, it all comes to the pen, you know, like how you want to use that pen. So I definitely think like rhyme schemes, and then also like, you know, like taking real life situations. Like I watch the news a lot, you know what I mean? Like if anything inspires me, it's the fucking news right. And like certain events going on in the world, you know? So I mean, it's different for everybody, but I mean, he's 17, right? He's 17. So man, like how lucky to get started now with how things are, because, you know, like I would think like he's like an open vessel. You can literally write about anything. And then it's also just keeping with it. You know, it's like with anything. If you're training for sports or, you know what I mean? Like everything always takes practice. So the more you do it, like the better and more comfortable you'll be.
He works on his music like literally every single day. And
what
like
kind of
he makes rap music. Like
cool.
we just went to Suicide Boys Grey Day last night. Like that is his
amazing.
I mean, that's his shit, you know what I mean? And but I've watched him evolve and get better and better and better. So I just want to help kind of facilitate the growth, you know what I mean? And I love seeing him do what he loves. You know what I mean? And so I just want to be the support system he needs.
Yeah, and that's huge. Like support is like the biggest thing. Like when you're, I mean, in anything, like even like podcast shit or anything, like, you know, like when you have a team of people behind you, or even just a couple people behind you, like having your back and really believing in you, that makes you want to be better. You know what I'm saying? So it's always important to keep like, you know, keep those right people behind you to push yourself.
Don't be afraid to fail either. Write some
right.
shit.
You have to.
He put himself out there.
Yeah,
he put himself out there. You know, he put himself on Spotify and Apple Music already. Yeah. And I mean, it's like, you know, that takes balls. Cause I mean, my dream is like, cause I love music. I love rap music for as long as I can remember loving music. And it was like, dude, I want to be on a song with you. Like that would be like a huge dream for me. And he's like, all right, Dad. And he gives me a beat and I sit down and I'm like, nope. So mad respect to you guys that can sit down and compose a song. You know, I respect him even at 17 years old. Like he can sit down and compose a song and can hear it and visualize it and put it together. And it's like there is so much more to it than anybody that doesn't make music thinks.
Definitely.
What's such an acid trip to me is when you sit down after you write a song that is fantastic and you like it and everyone else likes it and they tell you that you like it. And then when you sit and you think like, well, where the fuck did that really come from? Like, I know I thought of it and I know, but where did I pull that from? From what essence did I pull these lyrics? How did that come out of my head? In that artist, it's so, you talk about a mind fuck acid trip. When you really start thinking about how did I write this song, it will blow your fucking mind. But,
yeah, no, I definitely feel that. Like I'll listen to like some of my early albums and it's very cringe to me because it's so old and I'm like, I could have done so much better. But sometimes a line will pop up and I'll be like, holy fuck, I did that. Like that's me. Like I said that, I did that. Damn, like that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
We're totally the same. If you go back and watch our like first episodes, it is terrible. But like my catchphrase, you know, put the kids to bed, like came like off the cuff during like the first episode. And it's been in every single intro since. And that was the one thing. Everything else was, you know, like you said, cringy, but you know, at least you got a little bit of gold spun out of that.
Yeah, I like it. The put the kids to bed, y'all's little intro, like everything looks all nice and set up. Y'all talk and actually listen and ask good questions. So it's a good thing you guys got going on. I like it.
We're trying, man.
We appreciate that.
Yeah,
we've been cultivating it for over 3 years now.
Yeah,
and it's definitely it's been cool to see it evolve, you know, because even that intro, like that's evolved over the years. Like, you know, we had
the little commercial and everything too. It looks
really
like nice.
That wasn't always there. You know, it used to just be, you know,
still shots
thing
and
that Mike made on Canva, and you know, it was a completely different song. And then Cephas and Toy Box made the song, and it's been a really cool evolution.
I remember when Bo hit me up and he was like, yo, like I want to put you on the podcast. I was like, cool. And then, you know, like we solidified it and you guys made the flyer and everything. And I was like, I should probably go check out like a podcast or two, like kind of skim through it and just like get an idea of what's going on. And the episode I went to was like you guys talking about puberty, and I was like, I don't know if I should have started here.
Oh my god! Like, you picked a fatherly advice episode.
I skimmed through it, and like one of you guys were like, "Oh yeah, the first time I noticed hair down there, I was like, oh,
that was me."
I was like, I was feeling really funny when I saw this girl. I was like, I like this guys.
To be fair,
that was
a fatherly advice episode.
I know.
That was a nuts episode.
I was like, oh, they're gonna be talking about wrestling shit or whatever, you know. And then they're like, oh, pubic hair. I was like, word.
You got to hear me say jerking my gherkin, so that's horrifying.
You should have checked out our episode with old Jonathan Joss, man. Which, by the way, for anyone listening to this that also listened to the Jonathan Joss episode, the day that he actually left this world, he was actually supposed to be hanging out with Razakel that evening. And I remember when I found that out, it was just like this weird, like, wait, he was just on our show. He's passed away, but then he was supposed to be at Razakel's house. And it was this weird, like, we talk about, the Chinese have that that story about the red thin line of thread that attaches everyone that they're supposed to meet in their lives, and how weirdly it intertwined between all that.
Yeah.
He was a fun guy on the episode. He definitely carried a bit of sadness with him, but
For sure.
God, I was so sad to see how that ended up, man. That was
we went to it was like 5 years ago probably. My friend had he lived in like a fucking hood ass trailer park where like everybody would have barbecues and everyone would show up. Like a lot of his friends were like homeless people. He would let homeless people come over. And that's when Jonathan Joss out of nowhere showed up. And me and Jimmy are like, is that fucking Jonathan Joss? Like, what is he doing here? Like, what the fuck? But like, that's the kind of person he was. Like, there wasn't no like stardom. He didn't have like that ego, like he could hang out with fucking anyone. And like I remember he brought like his like spice rubs and shit, and we took pictures, and he became like a really like a friend, and then She-Fest started coming around, my festival, and he was doing like these, like you pay him $1 and he'll give you like a little reading thing on Facebook of like he owns in and gives you like this like nice little reading. And Jimmy bought one for me. And I told Jimmy, I'm like, so like if you're talking to him, like you should throw it in his ear, like come out to She-Fest, like we'll let him do like a little signing, like now that King of the Hill was like coming back and shit, I was like, this could be like a really good thing for him too, like let's fucking do it. And he asked him, and right away Jonathan was like, yeah, like I'd love to. And we were like, well, if you could make it out to like one of the 3 days. And he was like, no, I want to go to like all 3 days, like I want to be there. And then, his husband started hitting me up, and we became friends. And then that's when I think it was Kitty's birthday, like 4th. Was it 4th? I don't know if it was the 4th of July. No, it was our crawfish boil. And we invited him like a couple nights before, and we were like, hey, like we know you're coming into town. He was doing something in Austin for King of the Hill. And we were like, yo, like, you live here in San Antonio. Like, if you want to come by to the crawfish broil, like, you guys are more than welcome. And he was like, bet. He's like, we're looking at hotels right now. Like, he's like, we can get there. Like, can you guys give us a ride back after? And we were like, definitely. And we gave him some hotels like close by to us so he could stay close to us and shit. And then the next day, like, I remember, like, I was in bed and Jimmy came in there and he was like, yo, like, something terrible has happened. And then he told me, and we were just like, shocked. I couldn't even be sad. I was more shocked. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And it was a really sad moment. And then I didn't want to be insensitive either, and we were like, well, we already have him on the flyer. Like, we had already made the flyer, like it was already made and he was on there. So then that's when I had to kind of do like some damage control, like I didn't want to take him off of the flyer because he really wanted to be part of the event. So we decided to go ahead and keep him on there, and we're going to do like a little like memorial for him as like the show's going on, like over the weekend and shit. So, rest in peace to fucking Jonathan Joss, man. Like,
absolutely.
He was definitely like too good for the world, man. He was a really, really special person.
So he wanted to be there, and I'm sure he was there in spirit. 100%.
Yeah. He will be. We'll do our best to, keep his memory alive. Cause like I said, he was super special.
Yeah. He, when he said yes to doing the show, I'll never forget how happy I was to text the guys. I was like, guys, guess who I just booked? I told them, and they were both like, fucking what?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I know
him cool about him. Cause he was reachable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't a rock star at all.
Oh, and he was such a personable guy to talk to. I loved everything. That's going to be one of the interviews I'm proud of for the rest of my life, because it was so good. And I mean, I know him obviously from King of the Hill, but also Parks and Rec. As Ken Otate, which was one of my favorite characters. He wasn't, a super regular character, but he's one of my favorite characters.
He was a fan favorite. A lot of people liked him.
He popped me too, because he did the I was saying something to him about something I liked that he did, and he pulled the really white man. And it fucking
hell yes. I was like, Jonathan Joss called you a white man.
I was like, oh my god, my life is made. Like, this is amazing.
Legit.
It was so cool because you could see Eric was just like, ee!
I was like, he did it.
Yay! He did the thing.
That's dope.
It was great. Also, I'm sorry, I got to shout out our boy Justin Deming.
What up,
dude?
Justin?
Jazz Cabbage and the DW podcast. Great evening. And you're right. He was an awesome dude. He really was.
Yeah.
We're about to hit our hour already, boys.
I want to ask a question.
Son of a peach.
What's your like guilty pleasure listen to song that like nobody would expect you to listen to?
Oh man. See, one of those questions, damn. I guess it depends. You know, so I don't know, like recently it's been like some 80s shit because like we'll have 80s playing in the background, like a
little ABBA
channel.
Yeah.
So like
sure.
I've been listening to 80s shit recently, but like one of my guilty pleasure songs is a Britney Spears song. It's called Inside Out. And
okay.
I don't know why, but it's definitely like one of those earworms where like it doesn't matter what time of day or like what the fuck I'm doing. Like if I ever like want to like have a melody in my head, it's always fucking Britney Spears or like the Backstreet Boys or
yes,
you know I mean?
Or some TLC.
Like, and a lot of people don't expect that. They're like, oh, you're in a horrorcore and you make dark music, but like actually that
Girls
kind of keeps me in track, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
and
the Spice Girls are pretty cool. You know,
Slice Girls, man. You know what I mean? You guys. I think. Cover was the first song I heard from you guys, and I was like, "Fucking sold." I love the Slice Girls. What a great name!
Hold on, wait. What? You made a cover of "If You Want to Be My Lover"?
They have a Slice Girls band, and it's
I have a girl group called the Slice Girls, so it's Razakel and the Slice Girls.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you said 80s, and I immediately just started singing ABBA in my head. Give me a man.
Like in my head now, it's like never gonna give you up. You know, like
no.
I cannot be rickrolled. Like it's impossible for me to be rickrolled because I genuinely love that song.
Yeah,
expecting Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber.
You are a believer. That's for sure.
I am a believer for sure. Dude, I definitely said like some cancelable shit like when he was first coming around.
Cancelable shit. That's
for sure. For sure. I survived.
That's what I was hoping for.
NSYNC did have some bops. I was at a wedding over the weekend, and man, Bye 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 comes on, and I gotta just.
Bro, I got a whole dance routine for that.
Oh yeah, I do the dance and everything.
Hell yes.
Cannot help it.
Me and Eric went ham on fucking
the boy band
Backstreet
shit
Boys.
and like
we did.
the 90s era, like all of that, the early 2000s shit, like that will always be like my shit for sure.
Raz, that was exactly what I was hoping for.
Hell yes.
Can't help it.
Mike, you do have to hit her with one other question before we get out of here.
Let's say we have 2 questions that we ask every guest, and Mike asked the first one. So
us dads, you know, we're very budget-minded individuals, and we keep a tight routine. So we like to ask our guests, what do you keep your thermostat set to?
I think we are. Elmer, what's our thermostat set to?
70 year-round.
70 year-round.
Yeah, boy.
Shout out Elmer, what's up, dog?
Yeah, shout out that guy.
Hello.
Yeah, we keep it like we have to, like it's so humid here in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to keep it cold. We have
Absolutely.
to. I don't even like going outside. Like even outside, we have a fucking fan. I will not go out there if that fan's not on. Like fuck that place.
All right.
Hold on, Justin. Hashtag well, actually, fucking put your glasses down.
Actually,
you know what? Just let me sing ABBA and give me a man after midnight. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get technical.
We love you, buddy. But also, second question. Real simple. Doesn't have to be anything deep. Just what's something you're thankful for today?
Today,
or just in general. It doesn't have to be today exactly. Just
I guess finally, it's very grown up of me to say, but I'm just thankful to like live in like our own house and be able to pay our own bills and just thrive. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
absolutely.
I'm just grateful to like, oh, I could wake up at fucking 7:30 today. You know what I mean? Like I'm just it's very easy, but like it's so crazy. Like growing up, like when we were young, you're like, I want to grow up so bad. I want to, I want to grow up so bad. And then you finally grow up and you're like, this kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
why didn't anybody tell me?
Yeah, I know. But at the same time, like it's really cool to just live. Like I'm a very minimalist person. Like I'm very happy with all the like bells and whistles, like I'm just happy to wake up and be comfortable in my own house with my people and my pets. And that's enough for me, bro. Like seriously.
Trust me, I rode that struggle bus for a long time. I was a single dad for almost 9 years, and there were a lot of, never to the point of, being homeless or anything, but definitely some points of like, hey, let's go over to grandma and grandpa's and get a meal tonight, or, whatever. So yeah, very thankful. I'm with you on that for what life has brought, and being comfortable and waking up in your own home.
Definitely.
Getting good at being an adult is a good place to be at.
Yeah. And then, like our generation is different too. Cause I remember like how my parents grew up, I was like, man, like it seems kind of shitty sometimes, at least like now in our element, like we can do things that we love in our own environment. You know what I mean? Like I'm surrounded by music and horror movies and concerts, and like I'm fucking 42 years old and I'm still doing shit the way I've been. You know what I mean? Like so like I've grown up, but like I'm still like enjoying it like I'm young,
It's crazy to think that we're the ages that we are, because that just kind of blew my mind. But I'm about, I'm around the same boat as you, so it's like, but we looking good. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Shit.
You looking good? Shit.
I mean, my knees hurt, but whatever, it's fine.
I got a request more than a question for my last point of the show, but
yeah,
you guys, I bought a Shrunken Head Entertainment shirt not that long ago in hopes to wear it on the count, but my Guinness guy said that since it was just a font, because they used the Hulk Hogan style font, just a font that didn't quite qualify for a wrestling shirt. So here's what I'm just throwing out there: we get somebody who is a fan enough of Razakel to draw her as a luchadora, and get a luchadora version of a Razakel shirt. You know,
that'd be pretty sick shirt.
That's what I think I need. That way I can throw a Razakel shirt in the count. You know what I mean?
So I would have to be a wrestler.
You'd have to be a wrestler, or maybe in a wrestling ring. The rules that it has to feature a wrestling persona, a wrestling event, or a wrestling item. So just the font design wasn't quite enough. So
okay.
But if maybe you in the ring slamming a dead body or something, you know what I mean?
That's a really cool idea, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen, because that would be dope to be part of your little.
Yes.
Your little shirt thing.
The world record. You'd be part of the world record.
That is insane. Like I didn't know it was gonna like keep going, because I thought it was gonna stop at a certain point, and then it just kept going, and I'm like, what does your closet fucking look like? Like how do you
You're just like poor Krista.
Oh my god. you just keep getting new shirts, or like how do you do this?
I literally just worked a deal with a friend of mine for 58 new shirts. Shout out
Whoa.
to
so you're good for another 58 days.
Yeah, I'm constantly buying wrestling.
It never stops.
Is anyone else doing it?
Our garage.
No one else is doing it, but I know that my son, he's 7 now, but he's got plans that when I die, he's going to start wearing my wrestling shirts.
Morbid, but cool.
Yeah. I'm writing the Pope. I'm trying to get Krista ordained a saint.
Yeah.
He's American now. I think it's a possibility.
They got a little trade off. Cephas gets his shirts, and Krista gets every pet she wants.
Not every pet she wants.
All the cats and shirts. That's how it is over there.
I'm literally a phobic of rabbits.
So. Nobody. That's so funny.
And I don't know what it is. I know it's irrational, and I've talked about it before, but I get
that's so on par for you, though. Like, it's just a weird, like, I can't eat chocolate. I'm afraid of rabbits. Like, just weird little idiosyncrasies that make you, man. I love it.
How many shirts did you?
Krista, you
start-
absolutely have self-control, my dear. I didn't mean any offense.
What'd you say?
Self-control.
How many? So like before you did the world record thing, like I guess started. How many shirts did you have before that? Because I know you had a grip.
So I only had like 250, but I had the mental.
Only.
I had the mental thought, like, if I start it now, I can have 365 and I can complete the year. And then I completed the year. And right when I did, I got a whole bunch of shirts at once. And I had enough to go to, I went 425 days before I finally had to repeat a shirt. So that's why I say I'm a 2-time world record holder, because I have the 425 days without a repeat. And now I'm at 1,357 days consecutively wearing a wrestling shirt.
Boom.
That is insanity. That's fucking cool, though. That is so fucking cool.
I'm almost at 1,000 owned shirts now, so I've done quite a few.
Only 250. He has no self-control.
Absolutely.
To be
We've witnessed
fair,
it.
I've been there when he's gotten deals on shirts, and I'm just like, yeah, he's getting a bunch of new shirts. Like when we were at Squared Circle, and you traded with Colt Cabana, and you were like, I just got. How many did you get from Colt?
Hey, babe, I guess got like 40 new shirts. She's like, why?
I took a bunch of wrestling stuff there to trade in to save space, and I did, and I traded it all for wrestling shirts. And I texted that to Krista, and I was like, I got 42, and she was like, "But what the fuck?" That's a lot of shirts.
And then she's like, "Well, I just got 42 new cats."
No,
It's crazy you said that.
she just goes and gets another one that's got like a fucked up leg or something. She only wants the cats that need help.
The special ones, they're my favorites.
Yes.
They're my favorites.
Yeah,
The,
we got
the
one.
newer one. Yeah, the newer one.
Beanie
Like
Weenie.
his face is all yes, Beanie is so sweet.
Yes. He's so ugly, and I love.
He's so adorable for being so ugly.
Yes, he looks like Walter Matthau.
Elmer was like, he looks like fucking Walter White from Breaking Bad. I was like, holy shit.
Bro, he really does. If you give me, I'll pull up.
Oh shit.
But yeah, there are a few cats that come in this house, and I'm like, fuck, like that. Now I want this one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And he is definitely one. The first time I saw him, I was like, well, Krista, why does he look like that? She explained it to me. He's got Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which basically means he's going to have really stretchy, really saggy skin.
Cool.
And that instantly, I was like, ooh, I like weird cats. But this is his face right here, guys.
Oh my
I love
god.
Tastes funny. Tastes like paint.
He's so fucking mad.
I am the danger.
He looks like he's gonna go sit on the porch and tell the kids to get the fuck out of his yard.
Yes. And he's just a little baby.
He looks like he's about to say that things were better in the Carter era.
Yeah.
Krista said someone commented on my rescue page asking what kind of animal.
Oh my god, how rude.
I'll tell you what, though, the only ones that, and they still freak me out to this day, the freaking hairless cats, man. I can't do it.
Yeah,
Dude,
one of
can
my
I tell
best
you-
friends has a hairless cat, and her
They
name's Yuki, and she's
creep me the
amazing.
fuck out.
Can I tell you what it was like
Cool.
first time going to Cephas's house, like not knowing anything at all, just like showing up like, hey, I'm coming up to watch wrestling. And next thing I know, like there's hairless cats and cats with disabilities and stuff running up on me like, holy, what the? I mean, they're just, they're the sweetest things, but like, without any context.
It
or,
was jarring.
Preparation.
Without any context,
Yeah.
would
a bit jarring.
definitely be a little alarming for sure.
Yeah.
They're good kitties, man.
They
Oh,
are.
Are those rats? Yeah.
Oh, I love the rats, dude. I used to work at a pet store. I love the rats. I took care of the rats and the ferrets and all the warm-blooded animals. You can keep that cold-blooded shit over on the other side.
See, and I'm a snake guy. I love snakes. I think they're awesome.
Maya wants to get a spider now.
Slither.
She's gonna be getting herself a spider.
Yeah, you can miss me with that shit.
I'm a snake.
I'm a sneaky little snake.
Listen, I don't know how or when, but I got to get Jimmy to cook me some fucking food soon. I had to bring this up because I look at some of the shit he cooks and posts online, or you post online, and I'm like, these motherfuckers like kings. They
Yeah.
like Jimmy,
he's like a wizard, bro. You know, like I do my magic shit, but he's like a whole other kind of magician. You know, I don't know.
When someone loves
like, my palate is like grown so much too. Like I don't like. He made beets the other night. I grew up hating beets, and I had them, and I was like, "This is fucking delicious." What the hell
pickled? Were they
you know,
pickled
so like
beets?
my palate's definitely like expanded. Like some people just got it, and Jimmy's fucking got it when it comes to the food for sure.
I mean, you were talking about the crawfish boil, and I was immediately like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
that
once a
sounds-
year. Once a year, we go all out there, bro.
I
It's
love a
fucking
low country
insanity.
boil with
Yeah.
crawfish or crab or whatever you want to call it.
and maybe
Oh,
we
it's so
have to,
good.
I like the
maybe-
crawfish, but I don't like touching them. So like my friend Kitty, she literally takes out the little pieces of meat for me and puts them on a plate because I won't touch those motherfuckers. Hell no.
Nah,
touch
you can't eat that shit unless you put it in the work, girl. What are you
You
doing?
don't want the mud bugs?
I got someone to put in the work for me. What can I
Yeah,
say?
right. That's why I don't eat crab legs. Like, it's just way too much work for that little amount of meat. Like,
For
if I had somebody to
real.
do it for me, like, I'm with it. But
Yeah, like if we
otherwise-
go to like the like Chinese buffets and shit, and they have the crab legs and shit, like I will go get the plates for the guys. I'll like stack them up, and then they'll open them up for me. So it's like an even trade. Like I
Yeah.
get up and do the work, and then they do the rest of the work.
That's fair.
I'd make that trade.
Oh hell. Well, guys, we definitely hit our hour. We're actually almost 15 minutes over.
Cool.
Raz,
That's how you know it was a good episode.
promote your album real quick. Tell people where they can get it, where they can order the album at, where they can find it digitally, where they can find it physically, where they can find you on social media.
Yes. The new album, Surprise Sacrifice, my 20th album, comes out September 20th, which is in like a couple days. It's live right now on my Patreon. It's live right now on Bandcamp if you want to get it early, or you could just wait it out here in a couple days. I have a new music video out too called Surprise Sacrifice, and then I'm dropping another new music video tomorrow called The Girl in Apartment 512. And yeah, like you could just Google Razakel and it's all out there. It's it's all out there. So yeah, pretty easy to find. And thank you guys for fucking having me, because like promotion, especially before like a project like this, is very important. And
Absolutely.
I really like to do interviews and shit with like people that aren't like from the genre, you know what I mean? Like from like the norm. So like I like this because it's better for your listeners, and it's better for my listeners. Like we can kind of come together and like a little tradesies per se, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's good for all of us. So thank you guys. Like you guys are fucking dope, and y'all are doing such a great job. And I'm a fan, and I'm gonna start tuning in because you guys are fucking great.
Well,
Awesome.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been awesome. This has been so much fun.
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever listened to a horrorcore song before in my life, but I'm going to now. So
Cool.
there you go. Rock and roll.
Another
I
one.
did. I was a Brother Lynch fan back in the day.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
I gotta say, I'm
Right.
excited that you're
Yes.
doing Apartment 512 because I love the groove of that. So I'm excited to see what you do video wise for that. So
Well, see, what a lot of people don't know real quick is that what inspired that was a Selena song.
and we
Selena has a song.
Selena.
Yeah, she has a song called El Chico del Apartamento 512, which means the guy in 512, and it's about a guy that she's obsessing with. So like I kind of flipped mine into like a crazy lesbian story instead.
Oh,
So like
Love it.
that was
okay.
like yeah, so
Okay.
it's like it's different, but like that was actually like the inspiration is the fucking Queen of Tex-Mex,
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. That was one of the first ways you and I connected because
Yeah.
that was the first celebrity I met in my life. I met her and
Wow.
Bill Miller that used to host that show on HBO on the same day. Well, not Bill
So-
Miller. Is it Bill Miller? Steve Miller?
Well, Bill Miller's it's a
Okay.
restaurant out here too. Bill Miller's is a restaurant, so maybe.
I might be mixing
Not
that up.
Steve Miller. He was a space cowboy.
The guy that was in Bordello of Blood, whatever that guy. Dennis
Some
Miller.
called
That's
him the
what it was.
gangster of love.
Dennis Miller.
Mm.
Dennis Miller and Selena were at a fucking powwow in San Antonio when I was like
Wow.
That's so random.
I know.
7 years old. Yes, I know. But I remember Selena shook my hand, and my mom said that I was forever. I was like, I'm not washing my hand. I'm not washing my hands.
And he hasn't.
That's where your little puberty bony started.
Yeah. Anything for Salinas.
For real. For real.
Hell yeah. Raz, thanks again for coming on, man.
Of course, thank you guys. Y'all have a great night, and if y'all ever need me again or anyone from my team, y'all fucking let me know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely will.
And hopefully you guys can come to the Columbus show. That would be fucking cool.
What is the date on the Columbus show?
Oh, there we go. Dang, professional.
Woo! We got all the dates. Columbus is 11/24.
Are you in Louisville?
Yeah, they're in Louisville too.
I
Yeah.
believe
You want to hear something ironic?
Uh-huh.
I'm probably gonna be in Texas on the 24th.
Wow.
Eric,
Okay,
that's
that's fair. I'll be back.
Yeah, that's so my girlfriend still has family down there, and we're trying to go down for Thanksgiving. So
Cool.
yeah.
Well, enjoy it. You know, Texas is a vibe.
Absolutely. I've actually only been there once, and the place I went to was at like the tippy top. It was basically Oklahoma.
Word.
Little town called Vernon, Texas. My friend moved down there, and we moved her down there. But yeah, definitely going to be going back a lot more often. And I can't wait.
We're going to try to make the family trip for the what's it called? We're all off of work and school the next day since it's Turkey Day, so I think we might actually end up doing it. So it'd be really cool that Lincoln come see you, because technically the last time you saw Lincoln, he was in a car seat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's
excited. I remember when you brought him, and then my girl Kitty, like when you guys left, she started crying, like she got baby fever, like bad. And I was like, no. I know, look, oh my god.
That's how little Link was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, we got Justin Deming coming in with some
grave diggers.
62,
Hell yeah.
1994.
Yes,
this
sir.
dude's a freaking encyclopedia, man.
Right?
Ridiculous.
Doesn't he know?
It is pretty crazy.
Well, Justin, make sure you follow Razakel so you can follow her in the future. Justin's good people.
My partner was the first male cheerleader at Haltom High School in Texas. There ought to be a trap. That's great. All right. Well, as always, we have been the DWO podcast. I am Big Rig Eric Manfey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He's the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bo Cephas. And she is the one, the only, Razakel. As always, you can check us out on all the socials at DWO_podcast, Facebook at the DWO podcast, TikTok at DW_pod. Get that dad merch at Pro Wrestling Tees, TeePublic, or message us directly. And also a fun fact, when I was Googling for my background tonight, I put, that is one of the coolest looking cats I've ever seen in my life. Or is that a dog?
Who
did he legit have stripes like that?
His name's Joe Burrow.
She got painted. She got did.
That's so cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had to throw.
No, do you take her out on the street and you're like, take pictures with my tiger?
No. People come here and take pictures.
I think that'd be cool. But anyway, when I was Googling for this picture, I just typed in Razakel, and our podcast graphic was like the second row down on pictures for Razakel.
Yeah, dude.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Hell yes.
So yeah, just a little fun fact. But yeah, until next time, top dads out.